I did it. 30 days. 30-day challenge completed. No Reddit for 30 days. Huge. I can't believe I did it really. Um, it is true. I once on one or two questions I did look at like a cached page, that's for sure. But all in all, I think I managed to do it. Um, so that's awesome. So it proves that hopefully wherever you are in your Reddit addiction journey, that you can stop at least for 30 days and do something else. I have to admit that I've replaced the Reddit with other things. I still haven't been off. I was playing some stupid game at some point. I think I did more YouTube than I've done for a while, maybe related to this channel. So I will be blocking YouTube again after uploading this. Um, I got a new challenge. I probably won't track it via video. Maybe I'll at some point say how I got with it. Um, but another thing that I've got addicted to is how do you call it, like shares and stuff like that. Tracking how my funds are doing obsessively. So I've blocked all of that. Um, just how circumstances are, I've taken a break from actually putting any money in. So that's going to be really good. I keep identifying areas where I'm, let's call it, exhibiting addictive behavior, which I don't want to be doing. So yeah, I hope to stop. Um, yeah, I think but all in all, I'm pleased with my success. I mean, 30 days. I've also at some point in there quit LinkedIn, which was another huge drain on my time. Um, I've got about 17 days to go, working days in my job to the end of May on the computer. Then I got this big plan to sell my computers, and yeah, essentially have um, no devices left, which would be pretty fun. Um, yeah, so I'm pleased about it. Pleased about everything. Everything's going good. Um, and where I came to in this process, I was spending hours and hours on Reddit every day, um, which I just think is the lowest of the low. I was also spending a lot of time on news. Um, News has come back a little bit, but it's not like I'm doing like 10 minutes news. Um, but I'd rather have 0% news. This is a long, long ramble. Um, Let me talk some benefits of not going on Reddit all the time. Um, Doing a lot of ums here. I'm thinking things that have been good for not being on Reddit. I'm really glad to be off the anti-work community. That was a very negative community for me. I mean, you spend your life doing your work, right? So if you're constantly thinking your work sucks, just puts you into a really rubbish mood. What else? Yeah, all this financial independence stuff, I think, has got me a bit depressed, because I realize that in order to retire early, I would need to do a lot of work that I don't really want to do in a field I don't want to be in. So, yeah, look, I'm glad to be changing it up, changing things down, changing things round. I think Reddit is a horrible site. Maybe it's good for somebody with self discipline who can use it as a tool, but for the average user, I think it's something I would never recommend anyone goes there. I think it's a bad place. Um, it has some interesting things there, it has some dark things there. More and more, I'm thinking that the internet is not a good thing. I can certainly say it's not a good thing for me. In being connected to these devices all the time, I've even been reading some books about this, but it's like we're not even there anymore, right? We instead of being with our family, with our friends, we're just living separate online lives. We we like able to communicate 24/7 through our devices, but our the quality of our relationships has suffered and is going wrong. So look, this is why I'm doing this. To be honest, it's not just for fun. Oh, bit of a yawn there. It's it's because I have to do it. I'm in a privileged position where I've got a bit of cash, not infinite cash by any means, but I'll be able to have a bit of time off this summer to think about my next steps. I've been working with a coach actually about what I want to do, but that would just the absolute best outcome would be that I never work on a computer again. That's what I'm going for. My coach would say go towards the positive, right? So I want to be like, how should we say it? Um, what the hell am I talking about? What I'm going towards is like in-person, social, um, outside, in nature, preferably, all this kind of stuff. Apologies, it's a bit late at night. Anyway, this has been a long rambling thing. I was reading some post to some site that I can still access. It's from like when I was 2008, so how long is that? 14 years ago. And I'm talking about internet addiction. So I knew as a freaking teenager that I was spending too much time on the computer. And here I am. That was before work. That was before I even had to. Um, it's crazy. That's like half of my life. Enough's enough. I'm not looking at smartphone. I'm not looking anywhere. Um, I would really be quite glad to uh, move on in my life to to anything else. We never know how long we're going to be there, and what a horrible thought to think that. I mean, I know that the young demographic here on YouTube still, um, to waste any of your life. I mean, whether you're religious or not, what a crime against yourself, against humanity to waste your life. So please don't waste your life on the net. That's what I beg you. Um, 30-day challenge is now a bit of a cliche. I can say that this has helped me kickstart some positive momentum. It might as well help you. So, look, don't give up. Um, I was talking to my friend, um, a single guy. He says, "Look, I can't get." He's actually, he's actually his hands are really painful from repetitive stress injury from working his mobile phone, and he's like, I can't live without it. Can't live without this mobile phone. I need it for my social life. I need it for dating. I need it for this. I need it for that. I understand. Like, what you're doing your freaking university, it's all like submit your essay or your piece of work or log on to this website or whatever. I understand. Um, But you got to fight it. Like, I've got a dumb phone. I've had a smartphone. Smartphone doesn't work for me. I don't care about direction. I don't care about being in contact with people. I know that if I have a smartphone, I'll be on that thing when I'm walking around in the town instead of just being, walking around, being alive. I'll be glued to that phone, and that's why I don't do it. You know yourself. Um, if you've actually watched this video, this rambly video, you understand what I'm talking about. This isn't a joke. This is serious. Um, if it doesn't work out, post May or whatever, I'm really gonna get some professional help. I've had professional help for other things, um, but it doesn't work for me. You got to find out in your life what works for you. We live in a difficult place, right? Because the technology is becoming mandatory to participate, to get educated, to have a job. But I want to tell you, it's not normal. It's not right. Um, so do what you can do. If you have to keep your phone, install the blockers, install the minimalist, whatever it is. Change the phone. Like iPhones kind of suck, right? Because you can't configure them. Then go to an Android where it's easier to, I don't know, make it less thing. If at all possible, get a dumb phone. I think I've got a Nokia 106. It's not perfect, but it's good. And if you have money, then maybe consider getting this like light phone or some stuff like that. Or even consider not having a mobile phone at all. Um, I mean, who do you need to phone anyway at the end of the day? Uh, Probably your mum, maybe your dad, and your partner, one or two friends. What's that? Four people. Are you gonna chain your whole life to a device for four people? Are you gonna lose your life for four people? Like, you're gonna find a way to communicate with your mum, even if it's going to one of those old school paid phone boxes and ringing her up that way, or sending her a letter, or whatever the hell it is. I was reading this thing. It was saying that, yeah, it was from parents themselves. They were saying like, "Hey, I can talk to my kid 24/7, but it's like it's so superficial. Like this constant chat is nothing, right? It's much better to have like whatever weekly call, even daily call or monthly call, but actually give 100% focus to these people. Preferably find ways to meet up these people. I mean, this is a good life lesson, but you know, is it really worth traveling? Living. I mean, I'm not gonna say that everyone watching this video has close relationship with their parents. Probably not. Probably half of you hate your parents. Um, but if your parents are good people, um, and you like them and you want to spend time with them still, then why don't you not move halfway across the country? Why don't you stay, within public transportation distance so that you actually see them a bit before they're gone? You know what I mean? Um, yeah. There'll be people here, I'm sure, who, work in this or that office job in the IT industry, in HR, whatever. Um, and you're getting money for it for sure. But ask yourself, is this what you want? Do you want to be actually, you spend your life, whether it's in office or at home, just looking at a screen? Like, what's the point in that? What kind of a life is that? That's not life. That's not life. It's not life. Um, if you're some kind of, I don't know, teenager or whatever on TikTok or whatever the hell it is, um, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say like, "What the hell was I doing?" Like, I'm gonna tell you, if you're, um, I don't know, however old you are, 16 to early 20s, um, maybe you should be doing your exams and stuff, maybe. But what you should be doing is focusing on the experiences with those people. I'm not saying do reckless stuff or kill yourself, but just, you know, uh, maybe it's asking out your crush or, you know, going to a concert or whatever. But I can tell you that nothing on the internet is going to be as good as like experiencing it for yourself. And someone needs to tell you that, like, and it doesn't really matter what age you are. Um, Again, if you're in later life, if you've got kids and stuff, what kind of parent are you going to be if you're on your phone all the time? If you're not even there. All these freaking series and stuff. I mean, of course, each generation has their own thing. I mean, newspapers were addictive, radio was addictive, TV was addictive. Of its age, it was the information source, whatever. But I really encourage you to be selective. You've got to be selective. You must be selective. Um, if you can cancel the internet, great. If you can encourage people not to write to you on tools that you don't want to have. I mean, this is the big thing we're about, fear of missing out. I mean, it's a really tough thing. Like, of course, if you don't have whatever the generational tool is, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you're gonna miss out on things. You're gonna miss out on things, but it doesn't matter. If someone doesn't personally ask you to go to something, um, is it worth going? And of course, especially in this internet world, there's some very lonely people out there. And if you're one of those lonely people, I feel for you. Um, but imagine, you spend 10 years, 20 years, 30 years being lonely and just letting your life flicker away on the screen. You gotta get some therapy. You gotta reach out to the old friends. You gotta try activities, anything. You gotta try different work. You gotta kick the bad habits, whether it's smoking, drinking, anything else. It all contributes to a spiraling downward step. Anyway, this video has gone on forever. I'm not sure if you'll even fit in YouTube's guidelines. So look, this is rambling, but I don't have all the answers. I'm just trying to fight this as hard as I can. I'm coming from a position of privilege, and it still gets me hard, and still people around me are like zombies, even smart, intelligent people. So we've got to do something about this. People's lives are at stake. I personally am going to do something about this. I'm after May, I'm out. I realize I might have to come back. I realize I got responsibilities to the world, bills to pay, whatever. Um, but starting now, I'm already changing how I use the freaking thing, even if I'm planning to, I mean the internet, even if I'm planning to quit cold turkey. Um, sell all my devices. I'm still pushing hard. I'm pushing so hard, guys. Um, Anything I can do already to disconnect myself is just going to make life so much easier. Because what's going to hook me back into the internet is, oh, I've got to talk to this person, or oh, I want to find out about this, all that stuff. So quit Reddit for 30 days. Come on. I did it. You can do it. I believe in